Hey, it's 𝐂𝐤𝐬𝐿, and I'm so excited to bring you another edition of the Casual Corner, the show where we play some EDH. We play anything from casual, high power, but the vibes are casual. That's what we're about here, just good friends and a good time. Speaking of friends, check out my incredible guest. I have some great people here. Go check out their socials down in the description. They're going to introduce themselves in a little bit. But while you're here, please consider getting a like, subscribe, doing all that stuff. Checking out the Patreon. Really, it's something new that we're starting. We have some really cool tiers. Anything from just, hey, here's a buck, thanks for what you do, to, the $5 tier where you're getting actual tokens designed just for this channel by the Blood Artist, getting those sent to you every month, and all kinds of other great opportunities. Go check out the Patreon. Last but not least, don't forget to stop by the Bonfire campaign to pick up some merchandise. We got shirts, we got sweaters, we got hoodies. It's all going to be comfortable. It's all going to be beautiful. You can rep that 𝐂𝐤𝐬𝐿 logo or show that you are a member of the casual crew with our second design. Either way, you're going to be feeling good and you're going to be styling. All right, let's go ahead and get to the game, and I'll see you afterwards. Hey everyone, I'm 𝐂𝐤𝐬𝐿. Welcome to the Casual Corner. We are back. We're playing EDH and we're having a good time with good friends. In fact, I would love to introduce those friends. First off, to my right, could you introduce yourself? Tell us who you are, where we can find you on the internet, and what you're playing today.
Yeah, my name's Lynn. You can find me on the internet at Lynn V. Frank. I've been playing Magic for a long time, since the beginning, it seems like, but I took a break for a long time. And I'm playing a bit of a budget deck today. It's Florian, Voldaren Scion, my favorite commander of 2021. He's so versatile, and what I love about him is that I don't play any tutors, no land tutors, no card tutors, nothing like that. I mostly just will make a little blood, probably do some wheels, generate maybe some value on my card draws, and then hopefully kill everybody with like a cut ribbons, or something like that, or maybe just some value off of you all killing each other with goad, because there's a bit of a goad tribal in this deck. I love throwing people under the bus.
No, I love that.
So, yeah, and the fun part is this deck is what we're calling it Florian's Bagel Bites, because it's about a $50 deck, so it's kind of like a microwavable meal. I mean, $50 is a nice night out. You know what I'm talking about? That's like two trips to the salad bar. At, like,
I was gonna say, or just a
Lobster.
shit ton of Bagel Bites.
Yeah, Bagel Bites. It's like, it's a Bagel Bite stack.
I love that.
So I have a good time with it. So I'm excited to play it because I've been just testing it out, and I love the limitation of just the $50 because there's some great cards that are being slept on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I hope we get to see some of those hidden gems, if you will. Next up, who we got here at the bottom right?
Friends, my name's 𝐂𝐤𝐬𝐿. I am part of the CNC Power Hour. So we stream virtual EDH Wednesday evenings at 9 p.m. Eastern and on Sunday afternoons at 4 p.m. Eastern. We also do a lot of different, both limited and pre-constructed content. So we've played, I think, every single Magic pre-constructed product since the Commander 2014 pre-con decks. But so what was the Explorers of Ixalan?
Yeah,
that one was called?
That's the board game, right?
Yeah, it's like a board game / a Magic game. You play Magic, but there's also a board that has tiles that you flip the tiles, and the tiles give you benefits. It's a interesting game. We've even done people's created sets, custom sets.
Oh wow, very
custom
nice.
Set. We did a sealed for somebody's custom set, which was really cool. And then we even do back in the day sealed leagues. So we did Mirage recently, and we've got Vision coming up. So we do a lot of different fun stuff over there. Otherwise, you can find me on Twitter at @MTG_Clayby, where I talk about fun Magic cards that I found and my various attempts at breaking the Magic Arena client. Pictures of my animals.
Just insert. I was on the show on Sunday, and Clayby is a world-renowned artist, a doodler.
I unfortunately
world-renowned
do not
doodler.
World-renowned cutie as well.
If you can't tell. Doodle on this one.
That's all right.
Love
Just
that.
want to make sure it's known. It's known.
Yep. Oh, who are you playing, by the way?
Yeah.
Oh, right. I'm playing Katilda, Dawnheart Prime. This is my legally green-white humans deck. It has, legally. It has a counters focus in it. It's all about casting humans, turning them sideways to cast more humans thanks to Katilda's mana ability, and ultimately turn in sideways. This deck, unfortunately, has not been updated for Crimson Vow. There are a bunch of
Oh,
very
yeah,
good
lots
cards
of
in
new
Crimson
humans.
Vow for this deck. But I made this deck after Midnight Hunt because I was like, Katilda's great. And then right when Crimson Vow was coming out, I got really excited about like 5 other decks. So this one didn't get updated.
Isn't that how it goes?
We're gonna get there, but yeah, I put together actually I think 5 decks since this deck, and so I didn't have the I didn't have the time or energy yet to go back and figure out what cuts I want to make.
Well, 𝐂𝐴𝐵 just bringing another counters deck to the casual corner, so we can see you. We can see you have a type, right? Oh, great. And then, real quick, my last guest, real quick, at the bottom left. Who are you, and where can we find you on the internet? Who are you playing?
Hey, I'm Pete. Actually, you can only find me on Discord right now because
Nice.
it kind of went dark on social. So,
Fair enough.
Nice.
you can find me at Jake's channel. I'm usually there just hanging out.
Yeah, come hang out on the Discord.
Right. But yeah. So I guess that's it. I'm playing Akiri Fearless Voyager. I'm just trying to get some value out of the deck, and yeah. That's about it. Just proving that we can draw some cards today with Boros. So.
No, I love that. I love that. Last, Lee, I'll be playing my Halana and Elena partner commanders here today. Very excited to play them. Again, new from the Crimson Vow set. Oop, they didn't pull up. Let me get those right here, Halana and Elena. And I'm calling this Gruul Friends, not just because, of course, you know, they are literally girlfriends, but also because I just have a lot of really cool legendary friends in this deck. It's a Bard class deck. If you're not familiar with Bard class, it cares about legendaries, kind of helps you, when you cast legendaries, you get to look at the top of your library, play more spells off the top, kind of get some cool card advantage in Gruul. But this is, at the heart of it, it's a Gruul aggro deck. You know, I'm trying to get things big, trying to punch face and win the game through combat damage. So everyone, will you summon your opening hands for the editor? And then they're gonna...
Oh, you might do that. Oh, okay, wait.
No, that's perfect. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Use your magic hand. There you go. And then our editor will have fun with that. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, dig it, yeah.
Very nice. And I did win the die roll, so I'm gonna start us off. So is everyone good to go?
Yes, but before you start, I have a pregame action.
Oh,
Ooh.
pregame action. What you got? That's spicy.
Leyline, tell us about that.
That's
leyline.
sussy. Oh, you
It's a
sussy.
leyline of abundance. So it's the green
Ooh.
leyline from M20.
Oh my
Green,
goodness.
green.
That's actually a
Put one
proxy,
down
so I
your
need you
finger.
to get rid of that. You're actually disqualified now.
I will proceed to exile my entire deck.
Perfect. No, of course we're super pro proxy here. It's all good because my turn one's gonna be pretty nice. It's gonna be a forest,
really?
and then it's gonna be this totally real Birds of Paradise. Speaking of proxies, that is a Birds of Paradise thanks to Fire Ant Princess.
That's a decent card. I have a Soul Ring in my hand, but I know not to play it because I don't want to be enemy.
You
number
did, yeah.
one.
Always play it at least turn 2 or 3.
Exactly. So I'll play a Mountain and Pass.
I will say this. I kept kind of an unnecessarily risky hand for that leyline opportunity.
You're like,
Ooh.
Lanes and I'll pass.
you're like just to. You know what? I didn't even think about that. Like Leyline is really good in Katilda because all your creatures are tapping for mana. It's really
Yeah,
good. I need to add that to my Katilda deck.
That's
I'll play a Rootbound Crag, and then it is one of those games, by the way. It was Bard class in the opening hand. Let's fucking go. Boop, 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 boop.
Nice. Tainted Peak. These two, I'll cast an Arcane Signet.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna tap this Arcane Signet to
Soaring.
cast the Basilisk color.
Oh, that's
I
nice.
gotta get my boy some jewelry.
Right,
Alright.
get them all.
I will play a forest. I will tap that plains and that forest.
For Katilda?
Cast
You moved
Katilda.
it.
Did your kitty cat on the battlefield stealing stuff?
Probably. No, the cat's actually yelling because he's currently...
Oh,
I actually heard it.
I'm gonna play an Inventor's Fair. And I'm gonna tap 2 for Stoneforge Mystic.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm gonna get an equipment that I think I need right now, which will be Sword of the Animist.
Do you really need it?
Yes.
We love ramp. We ramp gang here. Bam, 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 bam. Shout out Alan. Shout out Cyrus.
Shout out Alan and Cyrus.
I will play a Cinderglade. Do I want more mana, or do I also want to start casting stuff for free? I think I want to start casting stuff for free. So let's tap for a green and a red, and I'm going to turn this up to level 2.
Get
Bard
yourself
class.
a coupon.
So I'm going to go ahead and pay 1 mana for a Grumgully. He's going to come in with an extra counter. Thank you, Bard class.
Oh my goodness.
So he's a 4/4.
Value. I'll play my commander, Florian Vodarentan,
Nice.
and then pass the turn.
So Forest. I think we just have to pick cat. 2 and a green for a Kadama's Reach.
No, that's not bad. It's
so
an honest
Kadama's-
card.
Kadama's Reach is going to go get a Plains onto the battlefield, and then
And a
the
tutor.
first, and then a Plains into my hand.
Right. Lynn does not believe in tutors. You are
That's
fundamentally
mystical.
going against...
The Mystic, the
believe it or
Stoneforge
not.
Mystic tutor, land
Right.
tutor. No, some people, do you, kind of going around, just as a question, do you think like land tutors do you consider those tutors? Like Kadama's Reach,
Yeah.
a Harrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think
It's a
there are tiers to tutors, and so I think when people say no tutors, a lot of times I like to go like evolving wilds, or are we treating tutors as like anything that you go search for? Are we treating tutors in like this card turn is a second copy of your combo piece?
No.
Like if you're casting mystical tutor or vampiric tutor to get something specifically to win the game, I think
Sure.
That's
a more
that's
general
different.
tutor,
yeah.
like, not a land-based one. And limited on basic. Okay.
Yeah. No, I it's so funny that you bring that up because you're right. Like, yeah, Kadama's Reach is a literal, like, it's a tutor. You tutor for a land. But if someone was to ask me, like, oh, does this deck have tuners? I'd say no, but I have Kadama's Reach. So, yeah.
I'll pass.
How about you, Pete?
I feel like there's different kinds of card advantage. And I feel like tutoring for lands is, in a sense, card advantage because you're thinning your deck out. But I think I agree with 𝐂𝐚𝐤𝐿's statement about there's different levels to this stuff. Like, I don't know. Like, I have Stoneforge in here for value, not necessarily because I want to get an equipment that will help me win. But normally I tutor for the Sword of the Animist. Like, if I get Stoneforge, I usually tutor for that card every time.
Yeah.
Because of the value of it. And I'm usually behind.
Which the Sword of the Animist is a tutor in itself.
Right.
Right. So it's like, I don't know. I'm going to play Akiri and I'll pass.
Yeah.
Not
Well, I'll
really
say
sure.
this. So it's funny that you bring that up too, because if you want to talk about like the, I mean, tutors are how you use them, right? Like, I include tutors in a lot of my theme decks because I go and grab pieces that aren't necessarily going to win me the game, but like pieces that I really want to show off. Like, I play 𝐂𝐚𝐬𝐿 the Wandering Bard in my Lord of the Rings deck just to go and get all my Lord of the Rings characters, right? Every turn I'm going and getting a new Lord of the Rings character, not necessarily the one that's going to win me the game. Like, I mean, when I get a 1-drop, I get Figure of Destiny, who's my Frodo Baggins. And I use that tutor just so I can say, oh yeah, look, I just dropped Frodo Baggins on the battlefield, So, like anything, I'm really big on the nuances and like the way that you play cards. I don't know. I'm big on you don't have to play optimally all the time. Not just because like I play suboptimally because I'm dumb, but also because like I choose sometimes where it's like, hey, you know what? I could be doing something really oppressive or really like taking over the game early on, but I'm gonna not do that for the sake of the experience, So I think there's some nuance there.
For sure.
Play a forest for turn. And by the way, this is legendary spells, so this Planeswalker is about to cost 1 mana, and that's a Domri, Anarch of Bolas. I'm going to go ahead and pay 2 to cast Halana and Elena. And when they enter, they're going to enter with 1 extra counter thanks to Bard class, but they won't enter with an extra 1 to 𝐿𝐵𝐚𝐤𝐞 because they are humans. Yeah, I'm going to uptake him to 4 to add a mana. And then I'm going to go to combat. Halana will trigger. Their power is 3, so I'm going to put 3 counters on 𝐿𝐵𝐚𝐤𝐞, making him a 7/7 beefcake. You know, 𝐂𝐵𝐚𝐤𝐴's open, so I'm going to send 7 big ones. Oh, wait, well, you have Katilda. You're not going to block with the Katilda. I'm going to send 7 your way.
No, I was saying like, yeah, no, I will take 7, but everybody has cast their commander. What do you mean I'm the open one?
Yeah, well, for some reason, my head didn't register that card over there is a magic card, so
Yeah.
I you know, I was like, oh, there's nothing on 𝐂𝐵𝐚𝐤𝐴's board, but you do have your commander. But I know you ain't gonna block, so I'll get that in, and I'll go ahead and pass the turn.
I'll move to combat. I'll send Florian over at you, Sneaky Pete. Not because I fear you, but because I feel like you're a target that I can get in on for 3 points of damage.
You can this time, yeah.
Yeah, this time. Post-combat, any amount of, I believe, life loss by any and all my opponents translates into cards I'm going to view at the top of my deck. So I'm going to post-combat look at the top X cards. The X will be 3 because that's the Florian damage. And then I can exile one of these cards face up and play or cast it. I'll exile this Swamp.
Hey, get
And
that
then
hand drop.
I'll random. Yeah, that's what I use Florian for.
Yep, just
Randomize
land
this.
drops.
Yeah, for sure. And then I'll play this Swamp for a turn. I will accept the Arcane Signet. No, I'll accept this newly minted Swamp and cast a Dark Ritual.
Ooh, very nice.
I control a Swamp now, so this will be for the 2 red. I will cast a Mana Geyser.
Oh, we storming. Let's go.
It's a little bit. Essentially would give me about 10 mana, I'm counting.
Good
You
for
all
you.
rampant so great. I just want to notice that. I want you all to notice that I really love that you're all rampant as hard as you're doing. I'll cast a Runaway Steamkin for 2. I think I've got 8 here. I haven't got this card on the battlefield yet, so I'm going to try it. I'll cast Olivia's Attendance for 6 of that red. And then I'm going to take the 2 red and 1 more red, and I'll cast a Wheel of Misfortune.
Oh my
That's
god.
a red spell.
Talk about
I'll-
another recent Twitter discourse moment. People talking
Yes.
about how no one knows how this spell actually works.
Yeah. Yeah, no one knows. No one knows. I know.
Real quick, because you cast it, now you get to explain to the audience, how
Sure.
does this spell work?
So each player is going to secretly choose a number. So it's a bit of a guessing game as far as what we think we're going to bid. It's a crapshoot at the beginning here. It's always hard to tell at the beginning of a game. But a good question I always like to ask is, how many cards do people have in your hand? Like, I've got 2.
I have
𝐂𝐵𝐚𝐤𝐴,
6.
you've got 6. Sneaky
I have
Pete,
3.
you've got
7.
3. Okay, great. And so what we're going to do is we're secretly pick a number, and then we're all going to simultaneously, at the same time, reveal those numbers. And then the card is confusing in the sense that it says each player who chose the highest number, so many of us could have chosen the highest number, we will lose life, and then we will get 7 new cards. We'll discard our hand and get 7 new cards. Those of us that chose the lowest number takes no damage and keeps their hand.
Right.
And everybody in the middle gets 7 new cards. Like,
Yep.
if you're not the highest, you're not the lowest, you're just middle of the pack kind of person. You don't pay for it. You just kind of skate by on the other people paying their life for it.
All right. 3,
Okay.
2,
2.
1.
1,
0.
5. Ooh, 8. Thanks, Jake, for picking up the tab.
Yeah, no, I have 3 cards in hand, and so I was ready to pay the check on that one. So I'm gonna take 8 life.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
you don't know this. The meta game is actually really deep because I will pay an insane amount of life for Wheel of Misfortune. Like, I'm just notoriously known for hurting myself. So,
Yeah.
Same.
I will.
I mean, you would love to get a new hand, I know. So,
Right.
like,
Yeah, just
and I
restock.
kind of got the feeling Pete wanted to keep it, so I went middle of the pack on that one. I sort of judged it because, of course, look at you want to sing more songs, and I'm about to give
Yep,
you more
just
cards.
singing all the music. So
I'm gonna
just
discard a
got some
Smoldering Martian
cards
at
in hand.
Ill-Gotten Gains.
Nice.
So,
Also, real quick, hold on
Oh,
1 second. Oh, yeah, let's talk about what we're discarding. I'm getting a Forest, Explosive Vegetation, and Blasphemous Act.
Discarding Shamanic Revelation, Felidar Retreat, Thraben Doomsayer, Starlight Pathlighter, Wild Beastmaster, and a plane. So I will play a planes.
that was good.
I will pay 4 for a Guardian project. But I'm going to tap Katilda for 2. One from Katilda's ability and one from the Leyline, to cast a Selesnya Signet. And then I will activate the Signet to cast an Arcus Acolyte.
Oh, that's a good card.
That will draw a
And
card.
Alright, yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah, I remember seeing this last time. It did a lot of work for you. It's a good
yeah,
one,
this was
though.
I think this was actually the Outlast creature we got to see last time.
This
I
is
was,
a really
like,
cool
letting
creature.
Yeah.
And that's my turn.
I'm gonna do something cool. Alright, I'm gonna tap Stoneforge to bring out an Umbral Manta. I'm gonna equip it to Akiri.
Yep.
I'm gonna swing Akiri at Claby. And I'll draw a card.
No blocks. How much am I taking?
Just 3.
Oh, that's a fun card.
I'm gonna play Rustvale Bridge as my land for turn,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll pass a turn.
All right, I will untap, upkeep, draw for turn, and it's time to go. I'll play a Forest for turn. Then with my green reduction, I'll pay 3 to play Goreclaw, Terror of 𝐂𝐚𝐬𝐿,
Oh
and
my
let me
goodness.
fix my focus. Woo! I slammed that card so hard my camera was like, what's going on? Next up, I am going to uptake Domri to 5 to make 1 mana. And so green red paid, 2 paid, and then my next one from Domri. I'm gonna play 𝐂𝐚𝐬𝐿, God of Revels.
Oh, my least favorite card in all Magic.
Why would that be? It's just an indestructible that now has devotion
Oh
equal
my
to 7, so it's a creature. And on my
Oh my
combat,
God.
another creature gains +X in haste, where X is that creature's power. What?
No.
What's
No. No.
what's wrong with that?
Jake, do you pay full value for literally anything in your deck?
In this deck,
As
no.
far
Not
as-
if I
as far
have
as I
Bard
can tell-
class.
As far as I can tell, this is the Gruul Friends coupon book.
Yep, this
Yeah.
is yeah. They're sitting at
cool.
home like every Sunday. They go like hardcore couponing. They like go to the
Yeah.
store and they're like, okay, now apparently the store owes you $73, and they like pay. They're like those people. They pay the customer to shop with the coupons. I'm just gonna play super greedy because that's what you do. Coupons value. I'm gonna play a Hydra's Growth, targeting my Halana and Elena. It says enchant your creature enters the bat. When it enters, put a counter on them, and at the upkeep, double the number of counters on them. I am gonna go to combat. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'll do Halana's on the stack first, and I'm gonna add 4 counters to Goreclaw,
Okay.
and then I'm going to 𝐂𝐚𝐤𝐿 trigger, give Goreclaw haste, and double their, give them +10/+10 and haste. He'll be
So
so
it's
it'll actually
actually
Goreclaw
more.
would be 21 and Grumgully would be 8.
Yeah, I can't block. I have no responses.
I am happy to take the 20 points of damage.
Okay.
Excited even. And
Would you say
have
you're
my life
enthusiastic?
total.
I'm not being sarcastic. We're heavily invested in your situation.
Actually, I forgot. Domri does plus everything by 1.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'll go to 19.
I guess that's not too hard. Yeah, if you could just take 1 more damage, Pete. I'm so sorry. I forgot Domri
No
also
worries.
pumps.
You're right.
I'm glad I caught that because comments. Now you know what? Now you have to comment something nice. Usually they comment my mistake. Now people at the YouTube verse, you have to comment something nice Doesn't have to be about me. Just comment something nice about someone in this video. That's not casual Jake. That's your assignment. Good luck.
I think I'll play this mountain. I'm surprised you didn't drop a... What was it? The green Forgotten Realms Super Beast, the Terrazak or Chaverzak?
Oh, what is it? The Tarask?
Yeah, the Tarask. I'm surprised you didn't drop a Tarask already.
Well, again, speaking of Pleasant Kenobi videos, he thinks the Tarask is very bad, especially compared to... I know nothing about D&D, but apparently the card Tarask is nothing like the awesome, D&D.
I watched all of the Spice 8 Racks video, his talk about it, and they were like, it was bad, but then also the Tarask was... Maybe it's casting illusions towards the 5th edition Tarask being so underpowered versus like the 4th edition or 6th edition to the 5th edition. Someone in the comments will figure that one out.
We love the spicy boy.
Yeah, the spicy boy. There was a lot of nipples. You get a lot of nipples.
There was a lot of nipples.
There's a lot of nipples in 3 hours of content. If you like content, if you like nipples.
Yeah. Just go like Spice 8 Rack. There's our plug. You can actually check out Spice 8 Rack was on my channel. Editor or future Jake, do the little thing on YouTube where it links to another game.
All right, I'd like to present a choice to all of you.
I'll say I'll pay 8.
A black and a red. I'm gonna cast Tyrant's Choice. Will of the Council. It's a sorcery. It says, starting with you, each player votes for death or torture. If death gets more votes, each opponent sacrifices a creature. If torture gets more votes, or the vote is tied, each opponent loses 4 life. So, thinking about the board here, I don't know how you're all interested in voting. It seems, Clay, you'd probably want to keep your crew. I imagine, in this case, Jake, you might just toss a bird. And same way, Pete, you probably want to keep your crew. So I'm going to start with what I think is going to win, which is you all want torture. And
you're going to dig for a lot of cards. I didn't even think about that because it's life loss. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So one vote for torture. All right.
Yeah.
Right. Torture.
Torture.
Torture as well.
That's
okay.
2 votes or 3 votes for torture.
Yeah, and I'll go ahead and vote death.
Okay. Well, torture got 3 votes. That's the most, so you all are going to be tortured. That'll be 4 points of damage, or 4 loss of life. Unfortunately, I can't come after you, Jake. You're just so well fortified.
Yep.
I'll move to combat.
Yep.
And as I like to hear on CNC Power Hour, it was the welcome to combat, and then. I'll declare Olivia's attendant as an attacker to you, Clayby, and then I'll send Florian and the runaway Steamkin over at you, Sneaky Pete.
I have no ability, I have no option but to take 6.
Okay.
I have no choice but to take this.
No choice. Okay. I would generate 6 blood. I like to put a few out.
So you're just gonna look through your library here in a second.
14. Who needs a tutor? I said people don't need tutors.
No
it's
tutors.
Pretty much a tutor. It's pretty much a tutor. I'm gonna look at 24 cards.
Oh, 24.
So,
wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. Well, I didn't get that board wipe, but we got another fun thing that I can do, which is just ensure my my ongoing perseverance and my ability to live to the next day. I'm gonna exile a Disrupticora. This is that part where you all feel like I've thrown you under the bus. I called you fam one moment, and now here I am. And then I've only got 3 mana here. Right? So can I even cast that? I guess if I had another red spell. Yeah, if I cast a red spell, it would work. That's the magic of this deck. So I will cast a Faithless Looting for 1 red. That's a red spell, so the Steamkin will gain a counter. And if that's good, I'm gonna draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards.
Yep.
I'll discard this. Rectos Carnarium. And then I will discard this Swamp. That gives me 3 mana with this. This goes into the graveyard with the potential to flashback. I'll tap this for 1 red, and then I'll pull the Runaway Steamkin's tokens off, and I'll cast Disruptor Quorum for 4.
That disrupt
Yeah,
the
see,
corners. Like that's the worst like order right there. Is I'm going last after y'all have to tap down.
Oh, that is
Yeah,
very true.
it
Yeah.
is- It is unfortunate. Luckily, I can make some blockers. I think this turn.
I'm
think
just
that's what
hoping
we're all-
someone has a fog somewhere.
I think that's what we're all about. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play planes. I am gonna do the tap down thing. So I'm gonna tap these two. So this is green, white, or green, green, white, white.
Mhm.
Green, green, white, white, and a planes. I'm gonna cast Kyler, Guardian
Nice.
Emissary for
Woo!
Emily.
Really
Resplendent
good card
Star.
still.
And then I will draw a card off the Guardian Project.
Yeah.
I'm gonna Rampant Growth to go get a forest.
I'm gonna draw and probably
And the
die.
dark times ahead.
Umbral Mantle, I'm gonna put on Stoneforge. I'm gonna tap 2. I'm gonna play the sword and then equip it to Akiri. I'm gonna
I think
swing-
say, let's go.
I'm gonna swing Stoneforge at Jake
Yeah.
and Akiri at Claby.
Attack trigger.
Yeah,
so
I'm
attack
gonna get the land first.
It's your parting gift. It's
Yeah,
sort of a
right.
half
Get my
exile.
parting land. I'm gonna get my rampant.
Stoneforge, I'll block with Xenagos.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
block. Akira's at 3/3, right?
4/4.
4/4. Okay, I'll block with my 5/5 Adeline.
Yeah, I figured too.
I'm gonna go Mountain. And then I'm gonna play. So I get a green reduction. I do have to pay the 3 for this. So I'll pay 3 and play Halana Elena Ranger. And then I'm gonna pay a red mana. Yeah, I'm gonna play Dueling Rapier. I'm gonna attach that to Halana and Elena to give them +2/+0. I'm gonna go ahead and go to combat. I'm gonna do Halana and Elena's trigger first. So currently they are 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm so sorry. I'm supposed to double their counters at the beginning of my upkeep. I forgot I have this Hydra's growth. So
Oh, sure.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they have 9 power. I'm gonna put 9 counters on Halana 𝐂𝐤𝐬 runner, so she has 10 counters now. And then I'm gonna Xenagos Halana to give them +13/+13.
Mm.
And Halana is not goated, by the way.
No, she's not. She's +13/+13.
Yeah, so she's gonna be 26, 27.
Oh, I'm dead. Okay. In response to that mention, I'm gonna tap 1, discard a card, sack a blood,
Sure.
and discard a swamp and draw a card. No.
Okay. I'm gonna send 26 damage. I'm sorry, it'll be 28
Mm-hmm.
at Lynn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure I just gotta take out Sneaky Pete. So I'm gonna send these 2, I think at Pete. Oh, sorry, my camera didn't want to focus again. Which would be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So there should be 19 at Pete. So I have 20 damage coming at Claby.
No blockers here.
None of it tramples, right?
They all trample thanks to Gore Claw.
Exactly 20.
Exactly
Right.
20 right here.
Exactly 20. I'll block with Adeline, so I will. That's gonna eat or soak up 5 damage.
Okay.
So let's go to like 15.
Yeah, so you'll go to 5, I believe.
Mm-hmm. I will go to Dad.
Me too.
I was hoping for a fog, but I do see you only have a
KO.
signet over there, Claby. Or a holy day, maybe Sneaky Pete.
Good old combat phase, like Richard Garfield intended, right? Probably
Mm.
not, because old
Not-
school creatures
not-
used to suck,
Yeah, not creatures like that. Are you kidding me?
right?
Yeah.
This is the antithesis.
Dr. Richard Garfield wanted us playing stacks. Didn't you see the?
Yeah. You're at mass land destruction, right?
Yeah, yeah. We'll see how much damage this is. If it doesn't do it, then I die. So 3 and a white, and I'm going to main phase cast Chroma's Will.
Wow. Okay.
So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go to combat, and Jake. I'm gonna swing you in the air.
Yep. How much is that?
Before we go to damage,
Oh.
I'm going to pay 4. So this is, hold on. So this makes 2. 4. This to do. So tap and then green and white here to activate Katilda.
Yep. So we get to put a counter on everything,
So that's gonna put a counter on everything,
including Kyler.
including Tyler, which is gonna give these two an additional +1/+1.
All right. So what is the 𝐂𝐚𝐤𝐿?
So the damage. So this is 13 on the first swing.
Okay. Yep. Oh yeah, I think you're gonna be right under. So 13.
13, and then
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, it puts me to 15.
and then it's going to double strike. Unfortunately, they don't grow again.
Right.
So it's going to be another 13.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Go to 2. You do gain that life though.
I do. I gain 26 life, but unfortunately, I think you do a bit more than 31 damage.
Yeah, Halana and Elena are gonna double their power toughness. I'll put those counters on something else. Everything will get trampled.
And I have the Gore Claw, the board trample, very good.
Yeah.
So I will pass to my demise.
All right. Yep. And then I would just simply untap, upkeep, and I would swing out, do all my triggers, and good game, my friend.
Yeah.
I will say it is kind of scary that I almost lost. 2 points of damage or later, and it would have been bad news bears for me. But
like one more creature was all I needed.
yeah,
It was like a blighted woodland. And
like a human or just one human to pump Kyler might have.
Yeah.
That one block that you had to make, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what's so
Adeline
crazy?
would've dropped another creature on the battlefield too, but
Right,
you would have
and
lost Kyler for his bro-ness.
And I almost just took Sneaky Pete's attack just to be cheeky and be like, oh yeah, it's fine, I'm gonna win next turn anyways, and that would have resulted in me dying. So don't do that, don't be like that, and play Gruul. Let's go. Good game, everyone. Oh, so real quick before we finish up this recording, let me ask, did y'all have a fun time here in the casual corner?
Definitely, it was fun.
Absolutely.
I feel like I got some blood out. I was super happy to get that out. I was hoping to have another turn or two.
No, definitely. I was gonna say
against you.
I was gonna say a brief game, but I hope that y'all at least enjoyed your time here. Well, there you have it, another edition of the Casual Corner. Again, thank you to all of my friends who came down to visit. Lynn, Claby, Sneaky Pete. Really, just thank y'all so much for the game. I've told them this, but I just want to express that thank you again here in front of all these YouTube viewers that are hopefully going to go down and hit that subscribe button. They're going to hit the like button. They're going to comment and get this video engaged so that we can spread the word and get everybody here as the Casual Crew. Speaking of, make sure you pick up your Casual Crew and Casual Jake merch down at the Bonfire campaign. Again, remember, it ends January 31st of 2022. There you go, I misspoke. The stuff's great. They're comfy, they're colorful, they look great, and I just think y'all are going to love them. Thank y'all so much for supporting that. If you want to support another way, you can hit that Patreon, right? $1 a month just keeps the lights on kind of situation. Start going up from there. You get Discords, you get custom tokens at the $5 tier made by the Blood Artist. They're so great. You're going to want to check these out. All kinds of other great stuff. So thank you for my Patreons. Y'all really keep this stuff going. Well, until next time, you know me, I'm Casual Jake, reminding you don't forget to play your land drops. See you next time.